Pokémon gyms have been an integral part of the games for a very, very long time. You know, like since the very beginning. They're a core part of the Pokémon experience and generally carry along the structure of each game. They need little introduction, I'm sure, but still, let's ask, what is a Pokémon gym? Well, there's 8 of them, always scattered about the region. You go through them one by one, claiming the badge of each leader. You enter a gym, fight its trainers, solve its puzzle, challenge, what have you, and then have a showdown with its leader. It's always been this way, except for one time, and the formula has generally been unshaken. Though the gym challenge always retains the same structure, it's true to say that some games pulled it off better than others. And that's what I want to talk about. In my opinion, the regions Unova and Galar ultimately define the gym challenge, creating the best iterations of it that we've ever seen. Let's start by talking about how Unova picked up the Pokemon League after Generation 4 and shaped it into something even more exciting than anything in previous regions. A vital part of creating a gym challenge is the gym leaders themselves. You'll probably have less fun challenging each gym if you don't actually like the leaders themselves. While each region has their own strong gym leaders, I find Unova is one that sticks out for having a stronger, consistent cast of leaders. A big part of this is definitely their involvement outside of the gyms themselves. I find a great way to get to know a gym leader is to actually engage with them outside of their job. What's better than running through the stinky sewers of Castelia with Berg? The Unova gym leaders are actually incredibly involved in the fight against Team Plasma in both Unova games, and I'm sure the epic scene of every gym leader versus the Plasma Sages at the end of Black and White doesn't even need to be mentioned. And who can forget our first and only trio gym leaders, who you fight based on what you're weak against. In other games, you'll either be strong or weak against your first gym leader based on your starter, but these saucy leaders make sure the odds are against you for your first league battle. Unova has a strong upper hand over other regions' gyms simply because of their sequel titles as well. A direct story sequel allows the gym leaders to evolve further, with some totally changing their looks, or being replaced completely by new ones, including your first leader being Sharon, a rival from the first games, and your very first challenger. It's so cute how nervous he is over his very first battle as gym leader. It's evident how important a strong cast is to creating a fun gym challenge, and I think the Unova leaders are among the most consistently good designs and characters. Of course, it still takes more than a memorable cast of leaders to pull off a defining gym challenge, which is why the gyms and battles themselves is where Unova continues to shine. One of my favorite aspects of Unova's gyms is that each one doubles as a public facility of sorts, while also being a gym, ranging from a restaurant to a museum, a school, a roller coaster, an airport. It creates a stronger sense of immersion seeing these regular real-world buildings you might visit in your own life also being used as Pokemon gyms. And not to mention the gym leaders themselves actually being employees or the owners of these buildings. Waiters, pilots, models, artists, it's so cool. But what have I told you? Unova's gyms got even better in Black and White too. I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about because for the first and only time in Pokemon history, gyms actually got their own individual unique themes, and it comes at you as a total surprise. Seriously, it's kind of a fake out. Sharon's gym uses the same regular gym theme from the first games, leading you to think every gym will use that same song again, until suddenly you set foot in the Verbank gym, and boom! Holy Arceus, this gym is an underground concert hall and this sick poison-type band is playing and singing the gym theme? Yeah, they are! And to top it off, our brand new gym leader Roxy is so angry about the fight with her dad that she's too wrapped up in her music to bother to battle you. You aren't just fighting any random trainers in this gym. No, you have to fight her fellow bandmates, defeat them to stop them from playing their instruments, and leave her with no choice but to face you head-on in a gym battle. It's one of the coolest gyms ever, and such a clever way to kick off the brand new remix gym themes you'll hear throughout the game. I especially love Berg's gym theme, which is a gentle, artistic rendition. Now, I'm sure this gym needs little introduction, but it's one of the series' strongest alongside Roxy's gym. Of course, I mean the Nimbasa City Fashion Runway. Elisa's roller coaster gym was cool and all, but this electric, spotlight shining catwalk is far more fitting. And the music, oh the music. I hope you come prepared to show off your outfit because you've got no choice but to walk the runway, taking on Elisa's models along the way to earn a spot up on the top stage. And when you do, the back screen lights up with images of our star, the one and only Elisa, and you've got to give her what she needs. A truly electrifying battle, of course. And to top it off, the big stage screen switches to images of you as soon as you earn your badge, reflecting your victory over this incredible gym. As far as the battles themselves go against the gym leaders, it's about the same you'd find in the past generations, but with one added Unova-style twist. Again, you all know what I'm talking about. When you get your opponent down to their final Pokémon, and they seem backed into a corner, victory lies before you. They come at you with one final quip, preparing themselves to try and turn the tide of battle. And sometimes their ace Pokémon can actually be a piece of work. I'm looking at you, Clay's Exadrill. Regardless, the music switch is phenomenal, and it always gets me hyped up for the end of every gym battle, not to mention the amount of character it adds to a gym leader to see how they react to being taken down to one final Pokémon. Victory truly does lie before you, and it's never felt so exciting to grasp. Unova shaped the gym challenge in such a way that felt exciting, new, and unrivaled. And for some time, I was sure this was the peak of Pokémon gyms. When I found Unova excelled in gyms, Kalos ended up drawing back. The gym leaders had little involvement outside their gyms, and there was no final Pokémon music. I liked the Kalos gym leaders for the most part, but I found them to be often regrettably forgettable, and their gyms less interesting than before. And then, well, Sun and Moon came out, and gyms were done with. The formula was reinvented, with the Grand Island Trial taking the place of a gym challenge. For years, I thought Pokémon gyms had peaked with Unova, never to be matched. Until suddenly... Yeah, 2 generations after Unova, our rival finally emerged to challenge the legs of its gyms. And while I can praise the Unova gym leaders day and night, Galar's leaders just really take the cake. Each and every one of them oozes personality from every aspect of their design, from their outfits to their quirks and animations in battle. They're all unified by clothing, each one wearing their respective type's gym uniform, but individually modified in various ways to fit their own specific tastes. The way they throw their Pokeball when Dynamaxing in battle alone all differentiate. Like I've never seen a more fleshed out cast of gym leaders before. Galar's lineup is incredible, and while they may not get as much time outside the gym as Unova leaders, they still get enough reoccurring appearances over the story and post-game quests to make them all incredibly memorable. I mean, just look at Pierre's. This dude sat in his gym all alone because his gym members shut the gates to any challengers. But instead of checking the gates, he just assumed nobody liked him enough to fight him. I love this dude way too much. But let's talk about how Galar further defines Pokémon gyms, as this region turns the entire concept into a full-on sporting event that you have to enroll in. You can't just be any kid and start strolling into gyms. You need a referral from somebody on the inside to enter. You get your own ID number and stand at a stadium for an opening ceremony. Every gym you travel to is an official Pokémon Gym stadium, complete with a lobby for both challengers and fans. They even have a gift shop. Of course, in-game you can only buy gym uniforms from there, but it's pretty reminiscent of gift shops you might find at real-life sporting events. Gym leaders and challengers are treated as actual celebrities, with eager fans always chatting in the gym lobbies about both you and the gym leader you're facing. As far as the gyms themselves go, the puzzles and obstacles aren't all too above average, though there are a few standout ones, such as the Grass Gym's Wooloo herding puzzle, and the Fairy Gym's actual interview to find the next best suited gym leader. What does stand out about the gyms is their trainers, though. In past games, the trainers you'd fight in the gym leading up to the gym leader were always just random trainers hanging out around the gym for whatever reason. But in Galar, each gym actually has a dedicated team of gym members who dress up in their gym's uniform and are actually battling you as part of their job. There's even people dressed up as referees around the gym to help guide challengers. It really just drives this whole gym challenge being a big event that requires a ton of preparation and help to keep running. And in regards to that thing about the Fairy Gym looking for a new leader, that's another aspect of the Galar gyms that I absolutely love. Throughout the game, a theme of passing the torch to the next generation is always being brought up. Gym leaders can't be their leaders forever, and Opal is ready to put down her Pokeball and leave her title of Fairy Leader in the hands of an apprentice. And you're part of the selection. Of course, you aren't picked, but she picked somebody who we all know does an amazing job of shaping up to be a fine young gym leader. Pierce also talks about wanting to hand down his title to Marnie, although she refuses, insisting that she won't have to be Spikemuth gym leader when she's champion of Galar. Going through the gym challenge in Galar is a spectacle. You get to see the gears of the event turning and turning as you progress. But despite all that, there's something that makes the Galar gyms rise above any other regions. Unova gyms are super hype, and the battles are really intense. But do you ever stop to think about the fact that no matter how exciting the battle is, you're literally just standing in the corner of a room fighting somebody? It's just you and them with nobody else around. It's a little underwhelming when you think about it, especially when the anime often features gyms having seating for viewers to watch the matches. Well, this is exactly where Sword and Shield picked up the slack and finally gave us the kind of gym battles we needed. Bright lights, a big open stadium, and a crowd full of excited fans who are ready to cheer along with every beat of your gym battle. You and the gym leader enter in from opposite ends of the stadium, share a word together, and kick off the battle. The crowd reacts every time a Pokemon faints, playing along with the tide of the match. And the music is just incredible. Galar has one of the most unique gym themes, as it changes and evolves with the battle. When you take down your opponent's Pokemon, it switches to an upbeat, happier sounding tune, letting you celebrate a brief moment of victory while your opponent switches out and you prepare for the next matchup. But then, when your opponent is down to their final Pokemon, the music kicks up and the crowd is suddenly part of the song. They're cheering along with the music, their hearts fired up for the end of the battle. Do their chants sound harmonic or in tune? No, but they shouldn't. They should sound messy because this is a stadium full of excited sport fans putting all their energy and passion into the cheers. I mentioned it before, but the personality of each gym leader shines through with everything they do in battle. How they command their Pokemon, how they toss their Pokeball, how they react to your victory. Kabu will even enter the stadium on the same side as you, walking in side by side. Opal actually gives you the fair uniform directly instead of having to receive it from a referee after the fight. Raihan is constantly streaming your entire battle on the internet and will not hesitate to stop for a selfie. These gym leaders and these high energy battles are a match made in heaven. There's definitely a recurring theme of crowd cheers throughout the battle themes when appropriate. Even outside the gyms, you'll hear cheering during your battles against Marnie, as her adoring Team Yell fans cheer for her on the sidelines during the fight. Despite Pierre's not having a stadium of his own, you'll still have the crowd roaring from the sidelines, as if they're at a concert during your battle. But it still goes even further, because we still have to talk about the league. There's nothing wrong with the good old-fashioned Elite Four, but Galar takes the concept of the Elite Four League and takes it up a bunch of notches. Instead of facing off against a quad of elite trainers, you're entering one final tournament against everyone you've battled before. In the gym challenge, everybody is competing to become champion, including all the gym leaders, and it makes total sense. I mean, gym leaders don't want to always just be gym leaders forever. It's evident enough with Raihan that his ultimate goal is to overtake the champion title, and this tournament is his chance to do just that. You get to refight a handful of gym leaders to battle your way up the tourney to climb closer and closer to facing the champion. Of course, you aren't only facing off against gym leaders, because you aren't the only challenger who made it this far. You can gear up for one final showdown against your rivals, complete with brand new elite themes. Marnie's new theme is great, but Hop. Oh gosh, Hop's theme. The crowd's voice is stronger than ever in this crazy good battle theme. They clap and cheer along because this fight is a big deal after all. It's down to the two trainers endorsed by the champ himself, and the winner gets to take him on. I adore this fight. The music, the energy, the stakes, and Hop's reaction at the end will always pull on my heartstrings. And then there's just one last fight left in the Galar League, and honestly, it's really growing on me. I think this might be one of the coolest champion battles, despite everything. Not only is Leon a strong opponent, but you've had to go through a lot to reach this point. And the music. Oh, the music. It honestly makes me emotional. Of course, the crowd cheering is as prevalent as ever, but this is the best use of it in any Galar battle theme. Because after a game full of mismatched and wild crowd roars, the entire stadium manages to harmonize together for one final battle as they sing along with the music itself. My time as champion is over, but what a champion time it's been. And with the Galar League coming to a close, so it is one of the best iterations of Pokémon Gyms we've ever seen. Possibly the best we'll ever see? After all, who knows what's to come next, seeing as our newest Sinnoh title won't feature any gyms at all, and we certainly aren't going to be getting anything this crazy in the remakes. Still, we've got no choice but to look forward to see what brilliant, shining legends await for us in the future of this franchise. Even if we don't see the Gym Challenge formula used again for a while to come, I'd like to thank Galar for giving us a truly marvelous last run. And with that, I think I've explained why I think Unova and Galar defined what an incredible Gym Challenge looks like. Thanks everyone once again for listening to me ramble on about Pokemon for so long, and have a positively champion day.